Yeah, this is Firehawk's blacksmith shop. It is, this is one of the tribal members that used to be with us, but had passed. He used to make stuff in here. He was blacksmith and he made a lot of things. Right here, this was his workshop. And then, just showing you, we're gonna walk up here and show you the stage and the restaurant. Up here, there used to be what was it, one building or two buildings up this way?
Two.
There were two buildings.
There's one there that they took down because it was falling.
Which, there was only one that was taken down then?
Yeah.
There was one building up here that was taken down that was kind of like a shelter house or a little area for people to sit. And there was like, with the playground and everything. And the playground, has it gotten bigger or smaller since we've been here? And there used to be more swings. That's what I know. But we took down the shelter house over here. That was getting dangerous. And then up here is the restaurant. That's been up here for a while. We used to have a big totem pole eagle up there. That's gone. But you can see the eagle up there. I'll zoom in and show you. With the Tecumseh seal. That's the restaurant. Sun's coming out. Look at that. Most of the lake is frozen and then like almost half of it is melting up. The sun is definitely coming out, folks. Looking nice. It's really cool.
That was a deer track. That's deer.
This was a doe because you'd be able to see the dew claws on the back if it was a buck. And then she had some kids following her. So yeah, all these tracks throughout here, we get a whole bunch of deer all the time, every year. Look at that lake. It's nice. Or pond. I call it lake sometimes, but it's not big enough. You can hear a woodpecker out there. There's a whole bunch of them. We saw flying when we came in. Got up at 4 o'clock and we left and we got here about 7:30.
What do you think the water is?
Probably 30 or something like that. Maybe lower. I don't know, stick your hand in there.
Oh, it's pretty cold. That's honestly pretty cold.
It's still nice. Nice view right here.
Yeah.
Where the sun's coming out. This is a stage up here. For a while it had a sign up on there that said Peter Buffett stage. They put the sign up because our previous chief, he worked with Peter Buffett and did Spirit the Seventh Fire and other CDs, and they did Spirit before Spirit the Seventh Fire, so there's two of them with that. Up here we got a mural that was back there. Parts of it have fell down. We stacked back wood there. Stacked up wood up there so that we can save it for future projects. Those stairs over there were fixed about last year. We were working on them. And then right here is the Powwow Arbor. They fixed it over here to make sure that water didn't come through to flood it anymore. And that is that's going to be worked on soon. One of the poles messed up and it snapped a little bit and it was getting rotted, so we replaced it, and that's that one on the back right. This over here used to be a glacial lake, And how we knew it was a Shawnee village before was because they said that Tecumseh and his people had camped out on a in a hilled area with a glacial lake. And we are Tecumseh's people, Tecumseh's band, so that's how we knew this was the place we were supposed to be. But as you can see different areas in the ground going down and stuff like that. That's because from over to that shower house through here into that pond and the stage, it used to be a lake that a glacier had carved through and created it. But the previous owners of the property had cut trees and threw them all into the glacial lake, and then they filled it up with dirt, and it became what you see today. I really wish they hadn't done that. That would have been a really good, really beautiful lake, really nice thing to see. But we do know it's there, and that history, that oral history, are the traditions and what we were told about it, and being able to prove that that's what that is. As long as we have that, we can tell that that's where it was. But it's what we're doing, what we're still doing, what we're still thriving to do as Native people, is to keep our culture and our language and our traditions. Up here, as you can see, here is the lodge. That is a place that people could run out and camp over there. And here is the shower house. The lights were recently fixed in there, and the roof was recently fixed. And I'm gonna walk through up here, and I can show you the cabins. And then I think after this, we are going to stand up on top of the top hill up there, and I'll show you the whole back end of the property all the way down. Now around here, I think we have over 100 acres. I'm not sure, give or take. I do know at one time this land used to be 1,000 or more acres. Then it came down to 300, and now it's what it is today, around 100. There's a whole bunch of white-tailed deer running up there. Oh, you can't see them anymore. They heard me talking. There was about, did you see them?
I didn't see them.
They were all running up that way. There's about 6 to 8 of them running up there. I think those were the ones that were up at the pond that we saw the tracks for, and they ran up.
Were any of them on the box?
No,
Just them?
not from I saw the tracks. They were
I mean, when they're running up the hill.
No, I couldn't see any horns, any antlers, I mean. Here's the hawk cabin. This one's a little more run down than... Oh, here's some more tracks. They ran through here. And then what kind of print is that?
I don't know, maybe raccoon or something?
That looks like raccoon prints. This one's a buck. Actually, no, it's not. That's 2 feet put together. Always confusing me. Sometimes. You gotta really look. Here's the hawk cabin we've had for a long time. Hawk and owl cabin and the eagle cabin down there were all brought down from here. They were already built. We're gonna replace siding on this one and replace stuff on the inside, but for now it just has a metal roof that was replaced. That was nice. That roof really needed it because it was leaking water. Every time it rained, it would leak in there. This is the owl cabin. This is one that me and my family usually stay in when we come down here, and other people do. And the siding was recently replaced on it, and the chicken wire door and everything. The only thing that's with this one is it doesn't have a metal roof anymore. I don't think it ever did, but it doesn't have a metal roof now. But that would be definitely a good thing for it to have a metal roof on that one. But that's another project. Here's Eagle Cabin. This one is the furthest most one off of the hill. So, but if you walk in from the front, you really can't see anything. But for some people, it might be scary because of the heights aspect of it. All three of those go down to the hill. Look at that. Look at the gorge down there. I'm going to zoom in for you. Very rarely is it ever full like that and flowing. And that's mainly because there's dams up the road. So once we get a lot of snow and rain and it melts, it goes down here, and it's just a really nice thing to see. About around springtime, a little bit up until early June, it'll sometimes around there, it'll be raining real bad, and it'll get faster than this, and it'll get flowing real good. And we'll throw sticks in there, and they'll travel all the way down to here. Next time I'm thinking of making a raft and going down, but I don't know if it'd ever survive. So yeah, here's the Eagle Cabin. I'm gonna zoom out now that I'm not down there. Down here is the bear, and it's got a piece of wood up in the front that was cut to look like a bear. But some of the stuff on there has already made it to where you don't have to really do anything, but this is a bear. The wood bear right here, carving. And here's the cabin. It has a loft up in the top that has a bed up there. And there's a bunk bed, double bunk bed in here. I think there's a couch in there too. I'm not sure. Pretty sure there's either a couch or there's 2 chairs and a table.
I think there's 2 chairs and a table.
And here's some hooks out there. We have porta potties throughout the area on the campground. And all the campers down here are just campers of people who are staying. And the one that we saw before the bear cabin was a guy who's been camping down here for about 30 or so years or longer. Pretty sure. So he's been here well before we even got the property. And right here is the Raven cabin. I'm gonna go up through it and show you guys. Now I've never stayed in this one, so I'm not for sure what's in here, but from the looks of it, there's 2 bunk beds and 2 chairs and a table in there, and a heater. There's a heater in almost every one of them. Actually, there are heaters in all of them. So, and people come out here regularly throughout the year. But during November 1st through December, and I think that's all, or a little while past that, is when we're closed for the winter time. So we're closed unless you want to go to the gift shop and the museum and do the cave tours. Cave tour and museum tour. And then looking at the gift shop and getting stuff from there. That's what's open right now. But when we do have things that our tribe does, tribal members can stay down here when we have events, and we stay through here. A lot of us have campers and tents as well. But in this cold, you won't really see anybody in a tent. Me, maybe, but... And again, you'd have to bundle up really good. And a lot of those tents, you can't have heaters in there because of the warnings on them and catching something on fire, so you got to be really careful. But I'm going to walk you back through up here, and we are going to... what was that? We're going to go up through here, and I'm going to stand up on the hill and show you guys the property from up top at the highest point. It's not really the highest point, but it's the highest point that it's out in the open that you can see everything. There's another cabin down there that a trail member of ours that has. There was a cabin here, and that was where those bricks are down at the bottom, and there was a cabin down this way. Me and my uncle and a few tribal members and people who came down to help. We came down 1 week for the other one, got it tore down and put in the dumpster in 3 days. The other one was taken down and put in the dumpster in 4. Now they're gone. They were brought in and stuff was happening to them. They were just trashed. There was wasps all in it. It was time to get rid of them. So we did. They had originally been brought in here on trucks in the 90s. One of our elders was telling me that he helped bring them down, and they got them set up from another campground that just wanted to get rid of them, and back then there was nothing wrong with them. Look at all these pine trees. It's real nice. This land looks nice any time of the year. And once I get up to the hill, you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to look down and you're going to see where the sun's hitting all that snow and ice. There's a mist forming all around the front area. Can you see it? I was asking Soaring Eagle if you saw it. So I'm going to stand up on top of one of these tables and show you. Would you look at that? The restaurant, the playground, all the way down there is the gift shop, and a lake. Pond, my bad. Swimming pond. Well, I'm definitely not swimming in it right now. You can see all that mist and the fog coming up. And starting to get real warm over here where the sun's pointing out at us. Sun's coming up really good now. It's about, what time is it? Hold on a second. About 9. About 9 o'clock. Somewhere around there. Let's see how accurate.
Yeah, 8:52.
8:52? Yeah, that's pretty accurate then. Cool. It was real nice to see the sun because we got up at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and we left after 4. Everybody brushed their teeth, everybody got ready, and then we head on out. And we got here around 7, but it was real dark the whole time through, so we're gonna walk on back now. To the side there's a gorge. And to the other side, all these the gorges connect to each other. And if you go all the way down that way, there's another one. Well, I think this is pretty good. It's been a good day so far. We're gonna get everything set up and we're gonna have a good sharing. And we'll get to you guys later. Alright, this is Fast River and Soaring Eagle signing out. This is Red Road Warriors, and you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye.